Drugs destroy the pillars of the purposes of Islam and shake its structure, and threaten its being. And this includes all kinds of drugs and intoxicants from drink, eaten, inhaled, injected, and whether it is liquid, solid, loans, powdered or gas. About Aisha said, Allah did not forbid alcohol in her name, but he forbade her the punishment. Every drink is punished as the punishment of alcohol is haram as the prohibition of alcohol. All kinds of drugs are included in the name of wine and its name, and in a Muslim Sahih about the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, every intoxicating wine and all wine is haram, and in the Hadith agreed, every drunk drink is haram. The jurists of Islam are unanimous on the prohibition of drugs and their cultivation, manufacture, and use, not to mention smuggling and promotion, God forbid. The world of drugs is a dark world, the inside of which is missing, and the outside of it is the birth of drugs, the evil intercourse, the harmful complex, the repository of depravity, the confluence of misfortunes, the reservoir of sparks and drugs. Every scourge is smaller without it. It is the scourge of the times, the misfortune of eternity. The backstabbing, it goes with minds, souls perish, the origin of every scourge, the basis of every vice, the key to every evil, the abomination of the work of Satan. Expect enmity and hatred, repel from the mention of God, from prayer, and from every good deed in religion and the world. How much sad news is in the houses? How many hidden secrets are in the chests? Here is a young man in the prime of life, obedient to his Lord, righteous to his parents, upright in his morals, excellent in his studies, living a beautiful life, full of optimism and planning, and overnight he fell into the net of evil comrades, and friends of sin, and there is no power except in God. This is a poor girl, the sight of her parents, and the hope of her parents and relatives, one of the most beautiful girls of creation and creation. Envious women approached her and surrounded her with deceitful seducers. Hence, the poor woman fell into traps and became a plaything in the hands of every deceiver and avak. The afflicted with this filth has no common thinking, no ability to make a good choice, and is a plaything at the hands of death dealers, who make money contaminated and stained with the blood of the victims. This afflicted loses himself, his studies, his job, his money, his reputation, his health, and his family. One of the most important means of treatment is adhering to religion and moral values, being upright on the command of Allah, adhering to his law, performing what Allah has assumed, and staying away from what Allah has forbidden. The guardian of the family should be attentive, follow up, aware of his responsibility, take the initiative in following up on his children, spend enough time with his children to take care of them, listen to them, live with them, pay attention to them, exchange dialogue with them, face their problems, everything that occupies their thoughts, contribute to treatment and awareness of everyone's responsibility. The solution to economic and social problems and the creation of jobs should be considered, and the problem of emptiness and unemployment should be considered. Our country is leading a large-scale war against this scourge on all security, social, and health authorities, with the aim of involving all elements of society, working diligently and carefully, taking preventive, educational, and awareness-raising measures against the dangers of this deadly scourge, as well as providing psychological and social support to the afflicted and their families. The capabilities of our security men and the inimitable drug control agencies and their tremendous efforts with their colleagues in other competent authorities in the fight against this scourge record achievements, and mark heroics, by thwarting the ways of smugglers and promoters of all kinds and forms. The fight against drugs is an issue of the whole society. It is a people's cleansing war, and it is necessary to cooperate fully with the state in all its organs against this enemy.